So yesterday we discussed about the multiple activity chart, and we also saw some examples like for the two-handed chart, like signing a letter, assembling a nut and bolt. So how the two hands can be used and how the different activities can be recorded. Am I audible, Aditya Sawan? And is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now this is one example which we also saw yesterday, that is machining of a component, multiple activity chart, that is how to load, unload, and you have to observe, machine spindle running time. So actually it should be more than 75% in order to make a profit. So here it is quite good, 76.6. But our target is to go towards 100%. That is, your spindle should run for 100% of the time. Like suppose if the shift hours is 8 hours, then ideally speaking, that is in ideal condition, the spindle must run for 8 hours. Then only you can earn good profit. But that may not be possible practically. So we see that is benchmark that spindle should run at least for 75%. That means if it is 8 hours, then 6 hours minimum your spindle should run, then only you can get a break even. And then 2 hours can be in your break time, that is lunch time and setting time and tea break time. Generally, most of the industries, the lunch time is and break time is not included in 8 hours of shift. So it is always 9 hours or 8 hours and 45 minutes. So general norms are 30 minutes for the lunch break and 10 minutes for the morning tea break and 5 minutes for the afternoon tea break. Why 10 minutes for the morning tea break? Because in the morning tea break, they are also provided with the breakfast and tea. Whereas in the afternoon, the tea break is generally within 1 to 2 hours after the lunch. So the so the snacks is not required in the afternoon break. So most of the time in the afternoon break, only the tea is served. Like for example, suppose the reporting time is say 8 o'clock. Then lunch break will be around 12 o'clock, 12 to 12:30, and then tea break will be around say 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So it is just immediate, it is just 1 or 2 hours after the lunch. So the people are still, have not digested their lunch. So generally in the afternoon, the tea break, as per the norms, industrial engineering norms, it is for the 5 minutes. Morning it is 10 minutes, and lunchtime is 30 minutes. So it is 45 minutes. So usual shift time in industry is 8 hours and 45 minutes, so that you get output for 8 hours. Micromission study was suggested by Frank Gilbert. Uh, this is again a MCQ questions, which is used for recording and timing of an activity. These small activities that I have been telling you, these are called as the therbliks. These small activities are called as the therbliks, and you have to divide as much as possible. So you have to see that you generate, more and more therbliks, more and more therbliks. So therbliks is nothing but the smallest activity, like say picking up a phone, picking up a barrel, picking up a nut. So that is a small activity. That is called as the Tharblik. So one task can be divided into many number of Tharbliks. So in micromotion study, videos are also used. So to record the motion, and then those videos are run in slow motion, so that the industrial engineer can study the various motion or the movements of the operator or of the worker. So because we cannot, pick up even smallest, activity with our eye. So that's why many times we, take the photographs and we zoom it in order to see the details. So same thing happens here. If you want to have a greater accuracy than pencil, paper, it's always better that you record, you film it, you shoot it. So that was the earlier techniques. That is, the industrial engineer literally he used to call a videographer, and do the shooting on the shop floor. When CCTVs, the concept of installation of CCTVs was not there. But now since the cameras they have become digitized, now analog type of cameras like previously the Kodak ka, film wala, there are no more. All it is all digital technology. CCTVs are there, so these things are not required. So CCTV can record all the activities of the people, and then sitting in a cabin, you can watch not only 2 days, but you can watch even a month before or 2 months before that. What was the activities? What was the scene before 1 month, and what is the improvement done? All this can be observed. So Therblics, they refer primarily, again this is for the MCQ, Therblics, they refer primarily to the motions of the human body at the workplace, and we can correlate this, human body activities to the mental activities. So it is a very beautiful technique. Even it can be modeled also mathematically. Like suppose industrial engineers are studying, like suppose if we join a course at NITI or abroad, there are techniques, to mathematically model the fatigue, like why the efficiency is more in the morning and why it goes on decreasing, over a day. What happens in the body? What happens to the sugar level? What happens to the uh, glucose level? So what happens to the various hormones? So that everything can be studied. There are techniques in advanced engineering that we take the industrial engineers, they take a small sample, blood sample, whenever the studies have to be carried out of the people every hour, and they study the glucose level and other factors, other hormones also, and that can be correlated with the fatigue. That is, suppose the glucose level goes down, then fatigue also increases. So, what has to be done so that the fatigue can be reduced? So, glucose level has to be increased. So, what has to be done? So, like this analysis can be done, technical analysis or mathematical analysis. Only the problem is that emotions, emotions are very difficult to model mathematically. Emotions, that is somewhat, still a research area. It is how to model the emotions, how to mathematically model like anger, how to mathematical model laughter, how to mathematical model, डर, जो डर लगता है वो still, but the peoples will overcome that, no doubt, because they will correlate with the hormone. That is, अभी anger है तो क्या होता है, hormonal changes, how does it affect? So it's not far that emotions cannot be mathematical model. So that also should be possible. So these are some techniques, or equipment which are used in micromotion study in earlier days, like your 16 film, then your movie camera, then your motion picture projector. All these, I don't know how many of you have seen this. Then exposure meter. Unfortunately, now because of the digitization and the digital technology, these are not used on the shop floor. So, Herblich Gilbert chart, it deals with the movement of a man who is working and not of the machine. Again, a MCQ. Whether Herblichs can be used for the machine. Hmm? So we have some options there. Then study of the hypermotion of the body of the body parts and hands. So he has observed around 18 motions. Hmm? He has divided into 18 different. See how the engineers, they are studying industrial engineering. Like suppose these are the different thermalics which are suggested by the Gilbert, and these are symbols. Like suppose if the person is planning, if he is thinking, so what is the symbol? So this is the symbol. देखो उसका हाथ है ना, तो उसने just put it on the head. His hand is put it on the head. This is symbol for rest. This is the delays can be avoidable, can be avoided. This is unavoidable delay. So whatever activities you divide, so you have to put the symbol against that activity. If the people is searching, if the activities is of searching, that is searching for not searching for bolt, searching for you know spanner, searching for keys, that is all NVA, non-value added activities. So that can be shown by this symbol. Find, once you find it, okay, he has located it. So this is a symbol. Select, arrow, grab, view, and hold. What is the difference between grabs and hold? So hold it has a line before. Transport loaded. That is, suppose if your trolley is loaded, so some material is shown in the trolley, and if the trolley is empty, then there is no material here. Then position, then assemble, hash sign, use, disassemble. See difference between the assemble and disassemble. Again, a MCQ question. There are two horizontal lines in assemble and one horizontal line in disassemble. Inspect. Again, eye, but a vertical eye. So these are the rubrics which has been given by your Gilbert. So search, find, select. Like search means attempt to find an object using eyes or hand. Position, P, that is position object in defined location. Assemble, that is you join two parts. Use, that is you are using a tool. Spanner use preposition, that is position object for the next operation. So you are keeping it ready. Workpiece, you are keeping it ready for the next operation. That is what is called the preposition. It is not a preposition of grammar, English grammar. It is preposition. That is keeping it ready for the next operation. Again, it has been given in detail, and if you want to color it, you can use the colors. So search, that is locate, find, that is mental reaction at the end of the research, select, you are selecting from a member, grabs, taking a hold. So see the difference between grabs and hold. So grabs means like taking a control of a object. Okay, taking a control मतलब ऐसा दो तीन पीस है उसके दो तीन पीस में एक पीस को आपको पकड़ना है. So that is what is called the grabs. And hold means now you are holding it for maybe for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, that way. लाइक ग्राफ्स मतलब आपने जॉब को ग्राफ्स किया, ओके, रॉ मटेरियल को, और अभी आप इसको होल्ड किए, मतलब पकड़ के रखा है till the time you insert it in a chuck, in a lathe machine, till the time you clamp with the help of the key. So that is what is holding. Plan. It is a mental plan for the future action. Simulation is also devised by Gilbert. So again, we have seen this simultaneous motion cycle chart. Two-handed chart is a two-handed chart is a SIMO chart. So it is an extremely detailed left and right hand operation chart, and we have taken some examples like signing a letter or assembling a nut, bolt, and washer. Now here again the YY it is asked that how the time is measured by wink meter. There is an equipment called as the wink meter, which is something similar to your stopwatch. And this the stopwatch. So it is called the wink meter or wink counter. So the list of the wink counter is 1 upon 2000 minute. 1 by 2000 minutes. So see how accurate it is. See the list count. So if you multiply it by 60, you will see it will be 6 by 200 of second. It can even record the activities which is less than a second. Let's say suppose if I multiply by 1000, so 6 divided by 200 into 1000, so 30. That means 30 millisecond. Why I have multiplied by 1000? In order to get the reading in millisecond. So 30 millisecond is the list count of the wink meter. One wink is equal to 30 millisecond. How did I got it? 1 by 2000 minute into 60. So that will give me seconds, and multiplied by 1000. So that will give me milliseconds. This is the CMO chart. Many examples are there in this PPT. This is a CMO chart for your bottle dropper. That is how to put a bottle cap, or how to put a bottle dropper. So this is a proper chart which has been devised or prepared by Gilbert. So you have to write here all these details, that is method, present, proposed, operation number, etc., etc. Then wing counter reading. What is the uh, present counter reading? If you are not reset it to 0, if you are into continuation, then left hand description. What is the activity which is being done by the left hand? So it comes under which therblics? See, Gilbert has defined 18 therblics. So whether it comes under search, find, assemble, dismantle, delay. So that you have to define here. Then time. Then time in wink. Okay. So like that it is. And this is for the right hand description. So you are coming from here and you are coming from right hand side, you are coming from left hand side. Okay. And then looking at the therblics, you can take the decisions. You can see, or you can decide upon the NVA, that is non-value activities. Looking at the therblics. So that's why we have to define which therblic it is. So the industrial engineer can take the decision. Like avoidable delay. We have seen the symbol for the avoidable delay. So moment he looks at that symbol, avoidable delay, he understands that this is the NVA. So how to eliminate or how to reduce that NVA. Finally, industrial engineer he has to focus on NVA, non-value added activity. That should be as low as possible. So what do we study in recording? In recording indicates the path of the movement, traffic that is congestion, then frequency that is for different route, that is how many times the person is walking or operator is walking to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. This type of studies are even done in kitchen also. Why housewife, she gets tired even though she works for 2 hours in a kitchen or for a day. Why she gets tired? So her activities were recorded. Her movements, the housewife's movements were recorded. How she is traveling, to get the things, and then it was concluded. Is over a day, she has almost traveled a distance of 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers with so much of load, and then how it can be reduced. So the scope of this industrial engineering is not only in industry, but it has footprints everywhere in our routine things. Everywhere it can be applied. Like 5 years. 5 years you can apply even for your study table, for your cupboard, how you are keeping your clothes. And as I told, the retrieval time when any auditor comes, the retrieval time cannot be more than 3 minutes. That is also called as the indexing time. If you ask for something and if you are not able to produce within 3 minutes, then immediately you are disqualified. Disqualified means you get a NC, that is non-conformity. Your quality management system doesn't conform to the standard, because if somebody is asking for something and you are taking 3 minutes, and like that every time you are taking 3 minutes, we spending of time only in searching only, isn't it? So something is wrong, I say. You can study different layout plans. Then you can identify the obstacles during the movements. This is all can be done in recording. So flow diagram, as I told, that it records the flow. You have to record down the flow. So in that, you have to draw the layout. You have to show the positions of the machines, then your workbenches or your workstations. Then you have to number the movements. Try to use the colors so that it is clear. So this is a flow diagram for manufacture of a bicycle pedal ka axle. So a typical flow diagram or a flow process chart, why it is drawn so that it can show the layout, it can show how the workpiece is flowing, it can show the congested area, where the areas are congested. Then it will give you the worker traveling distance, how much the distance is traveled, and finally how to redesign it and how to increase the safety. This is what is most important. Like here now, this is the raw material store. From here, the raw material is taken for let's for cutting, hacksaw cutting, etc. Cutting shed. You have a power hacksaw, or you have a bench, or you have a band saw here for cutting the material that comes under cutting shed. Generally, the band saw is used when is a mass production. Mass production means you have to cut many number of pieces because the band saw cutting rate is very high than your power hacksaw because the saw, the cutting saw is moving continuously. The cutting saw is moving continuously. So the rates are the cutting rates are very high for the band saw, and that's why most of the peoples they prefer band saw. Only the blade is cutting blade is costly. Then from there it goes to the forge shop. Then so these are all it is marked and measured. Then let's say it goes to the machine shop consists of say turning section. Then from the lathe it goes to the milling section. Okay, once it is milled, it goes to the heat treatment for the hardening. Now this is for a pedal axle. Okay, so axle you know it is forged and it is turned. Then you have keyways. Then it is keyways to be milled. Then it goes for hardening and tempering. Okay, and then this is the assembly section. After the assembly is done, then it is inspected and then it is stored. Stored in a warehouse or you have a finished room. This is symbol for the door. Okay, so this is the entry in this shop. Okay, so you have to walk and you have to mark and measure these distances. So this can be done with the help of the string diagram. Okay, so you can take a string because you may not have measure tape. मेजर टेप मैक्सिमम हम लोग का पास 15 मीटर का रहता है and it will exceed most of the times it will exceed, so that's why you have to take a string and measure. So it is also called as the string diagram. So string or thread is used. String matlab dhaga is used to measure the distance, and the advantage of string is that it can be even like suppose uh, if there are movement across a semicircle, so the round movement hai, if it is not straight, then string can take that shape, whereas it becomes difficult to measure by tape. And string can be continuous, whereas tape में क्या आपको stop करना पड़ेगा every say suppose if you are using a 5 meter का tape then you have to stop at 5 meters, remember 5 meter add करना रहेगा. That is not the case in case of string. You can have very long string. So it is very useful for repetitive movement, string diagram. So you have to just go on, laying the string as per the movement, and you have to sketch and you have to check what is the total movements over a period of a shift, and then arrive at a decision by analyzing. So analysis is done not only to improve the productivity or to reduce the movement, it also improves the safety also. It also improves the health of the people also or the fatigue of the workers. It is very useful for complex movements of the material or for the man. It will be useful to take the, or to avoid the congestion. Then to take the bottleneck. Bottleneck means what? The operation or process which determines the cycle time, which is the operation which is crucial, the operation which is very important, or the operation which is hurdle, or the operation which is taking the longest time. So that is where the bottleneck. So all our energy has to be focused on the bottleneck. You have to remove the bottleneck, you have to attack the bottleneck. So string diagram can be used for mainly the advantage is irregular movements along the arc, along the circles. It is very useful. See, this is one. See, if you want, you can pin up the string here. आप यहाँ पे ऐसा एक खुंटी या पिन लगा सकते हो यहाँ पे, if you want to show. This is how a string diagram will look like in a layout. So again, if you want to do it systematically, then you have to write it on a piece of a paper, okay, properly. So these are the different movements. So string diagram not only gives the distances, but it also gives the repeated movement of the worker, of the people. Like this is the machine. Hmm? Even देखो how many times you go to the toilet. So that distance washroom का that is also recorded. एक बार गया और आया इंस्पेक्शन के लिए माइक्रोमीटर लेके जाने, और इफ यू वांट टू कॉल द इंस्पेक्टर जरा चेक करो पहला पीस बनाया है, because my reading and inspector का reading there will be difference. But of course the workers are more competent than inspector, because workers are supposed to be inspector first, because वो जो बनाया है वो खुद को उनको चेक करने को आना पड़ेगा है ना. अगर वो खुद ही चेक नहीं कर पा रहे, then how is going to produce the correct piece? So they are actually better than inspector. But since inspection department is there, inspector is appointed, and there can be mistakes. So that's why he has to go to the inspection department with the first job. If it is small, he goes to the inspection department, get it inspected, comes to the machine, then take the corrective action depending upon the inspection report, and then start. Sometimes he has to go to the supervisor for the instruction or for the doubt, sometimes to the stores for the material, sometimes to the tool room for grinding the tools or for collecting the jigs and fixtures. So like this. And then industrial engineer takes the decision. अगर देखो कितना बार एक शिफ्ट में टूल रूम में गया, कितना बार टॉयलेट में गए, और दिस इज एक बार ही टॉयलेट गया और वापस आया. सपोज इफ इट इज 5 times, then immediately you can ask the worker what is wrong. Sometimes no, the employees uh, they are they have bad habits of smoking, so they go to the toilet and smoke. These are the real cases. So the worker can be questioned, why you are going so many times to the toilet, what is the problem. So if he says then is a problem health wise, then if there is a problem, then you go to the doctor. That means you are not medically fit, so take a rest if possible. So like that you can question, or why you are going so many times, 2 times, 3 times to the inspection department. You are not qualified enough to check. So this is how it is useful for taking the decision. don't know how many of you are there. Yeah, Aditya, are you there? Aditya Sawant? Kamle? Aditya Kamle? Smith? Kuleso?
Yes, sir. There.
Okay. Okay. So, what is value engineering and what is value analysis? So, this is again most important in industrial engineering. Right? Value engineering, mathematically, suppose if you ask me, it is the ratio of function to the cost. Like function will come in the numerator and cost will come in the denominator. So it is function upon cost. Means if you want to increase this ratio, then your function should be high and your cost should be less. And obviously, this value engineering, this ratio has to be more than one function to the cost. Like suppose if I take an example of say pen, okay. So the function of the pen is to write, and let's say cost is say 5 rupees. Now in the same cost of say 5 rupees, if as a production engineer and if as a design engineer, if you can add one more function, like it is now at present so it is writing. Okay. If you add one more function, like you will be able, like you should be able to listen to the music also, you know, songs from the pen. Then what is happening? Its function is increasing, correct? At the same cost, or maybe at little more cost. Not necessarily at the, because at the same cost it cannot be possible, but at little more cost. Okay, or even at little more cost. Suppose if you add some videos, you are able to see the video. Then nothing like that. Okay, so that is what is your value engineering, like your smartwatch. You know, so what we try to do, or mobiles, what we try to do, or you must have seen also over a period of years, you know, how the progress, you know, how the technology has developed, advanced, and you can see the features, you know, one by one it is getting added in the mobiles, whereas the cost is not increased proportionately. So that is nothing but your value engineering, like a pencil. So over a period, at the same cost, the people are also providing a eraser at the back, same cost. Earlier it was only pencil, that is a wood having a lead inside. Over a period, in the same cost, they have provided eraser also at the top. So that's nothing but a value analysis, value engineering. Okay. So how do you define value analysis? It is a systematic application of recognized techniques which identify the function of a product. Not only product, it can be services also, or services, to establish monetary value for the function and provide the necessary function reliability at that lowest overall cost. So function has to be high and your cost has to be low. So cost value is nothing but it is the measure of sum of all the costs incurred in producing the product. So it can be, or it is, raw material cost, land costs, labor costs, tool costs, overheads, all the costs which are required to produce the product. There is something called as the exchange value. So exchange value is the measure of all the properties, qualities and features of the product which make the product possible of being traded for another product or for the money. Like suppose if you go to buy a washing machine, so there is a scheme that is called the exchange scheme. You get 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees for your old washing machine which is to be exchanged. So that is what is your exchange value is. Use value and esteem value. Use value is nothing but the measure of properties, qualities and features which make a product accomplish a use, work or service. And what is the esteem value? It is the measure of properties, features, attractiveness. So it is all nothing but how you project, that is what is your esteem value. Use value मतलब actually मतलब कितना काम का है वो net. Esteem value means how you are projecting. Like for example, like suppose if you are going to a small, chai ka shop, we call it as a tapari. Hmm. So there you get it for 10 rupees. Or sometimes even a small cup can get 5 rupees. Okay. Same quality, same taste, chai ka. Hmm. If you project it nicely in a cup and a saucer and in a plate, and if you serve and offer a chair and a table to sit, can give you 20 rupees. So this is how you project. Or maybe in Hotel Taj, it may cost 5,000 rupees. Or many times the gift articles, they are packed in such a way. अंदर का कॉस्ट कम है एक्चुअल गिफ्ट का, लेकिन जो पैक करते हैं, दैट इज सो ब्यूटीफुल दैट यू थिंक दैट जो गिफ्ट है दैट इज डेफिनेटली वेरी वेरी फैंटास्टिक. और समटाइम्स इन a shops the articles are painted in such a way that you tend to buy that even though they may not function or they may function for say 15 days or 30 days, but they look so attractive that you tend to buy it. So that is what is nothing but the esteem value. The most important is your use value and cost value. So in value analysis, these are the techniques value analysis में which we use or which you follow. That is, let us start from here. Like you don't have to compromise on the quality because quality is the quality which is going to pay you, is the quality which is going to keep your image up. Your image means your organization's image or your institution's image. So no compromise on the quality. You can use the techniques like say DOE, that is design of experiments. You can use prototyping, rapid prototyping techniques to make the initial models. Okay, then you can always do re-engineering for the product and process. And that's why the engineers are meant only for the development. So You have to remember the cost of the quality, how it can be reduced without compromising the quality, and you have to keep on improving. These are the various techniques which are used for value analysis, like DOE, design of experiment, prototyping, piloting. That is, first you prepare a pilot batch, then you have QC tools like QFD. QFD is nothing but quality function deployment. It is nothing but the voice of customer. Customer is king. Customer is Parmeshwar. We have to satisfy customer. That is what customer's voice. You know, customer's requirement. So it's a again a good tool to convert customer's voice into customer's requirements. Do market analysis. Give priorities. FMEA, another tool. Failure mode effect analysis. Fantastic tool. Failure mode effect analysis. So FMEA can be employed for your design, for your process also. Like suppose if you have a designed a product, then you analyze that where my design can fail. That is what is called the failure mode effect analysis, FMEA dash design. So suppose if you have a process, then using FMEA dash process, you have to analyze your process. So where my process can go wrong before you install the process or before you finally do the design. And there are some numbers given 1 to 10. So if it is 1, 2, or if it is 10, it is good. If it is 1 or 2, then it is risky. So again, you have to re-engineer your product or design or process. So it is used to determine the best value engineering to best design alternatives for projects, processes, products or services. It can be used, that is value engineering. It can be used to reduce cost on existing projects. And these are the 6 steps in value engineering, which we will see in detail. That is information phase, creativity phase, then evaluation phase, then planning phase, then you have to report, that is documentation, and finally implementation. Okay, implementation is the most important. Implementation. You may give suggestions, thousand suggestions, but if none of the suggestion is implemented or executed, it is of no use. So this value analysis I just touched upon here, but that comes under actually module 2. Okay, so in module 2 we will discuss that in detail. Okay, so now here we are completing introduction to industrial engineering, productivity and method study. So next session will continue with 1.3, that is work measurement and job evaluation and wage plan. So as far as possible, we'll try to go as per the in a sequence which has been given in the syllabus. Okay. If you have any doubt, you please ask, or else you can enjoy your 10 minutes break. So thank you very much.